Hey, good morning, everyone. It is almost 11. I'm here at Kroger getting ready to run in to get a few groceries. But I wanted to tell you that the wheel bearing in the hub, I got on Amazon last evening and I checked and I ordered it. And it gave me a 30-day Amazon Prime trial. And I guess I misunderstood it. I thought that meant it was going to be, the part would be here like today or maybe tomorrow. It's going to be here in a week. So I guess what I'm getting with my free trial of Amazon Prime is no shipping, which is good because the what I got is 2 wheel bearings and 2 hubs. It's a kit and it's brand new from an auto store, I think in New York. But the funny thing is, I had checked yesterday morning, early yesterday morning, like when I had come in from tending to the chickens, and the same thing that I ordered was about over $80. I think was between 83 and 86. But again, it's for 2 wheel bearings and 2 hubs. And I didn't order it for the $80 something. Of course, Sunday mornings are very busy too. I don't have time to be online. And anyway, last night I thought I'm just gonna, check again, and I did. And so last night I got it and I paid $60. Well, with tax, just I think over $70, 72 something. But with free shipping, thank the Lord, because it, would be heavy. Now, Saturday, I went to AutoZone and O'Reilly's, which are our 2 local auto parts. And I went in and I asked them, and they looked it up. And one of them, for just 1 wheel bearing and 1 hub, was 60 something, and they didn't have it in the AutoZone in my town, and I can't remember if they had it in the next town. The guy was looking, and he was telling me I could have it shipped from the AutoZone whatever to the local AutoZone, but there'd be shipping, a shipping cost, unless I had it shipped to my house for free. But look it, that was the price for just 1 wheel bearing and 1 hub, was over $60, not including tax. So I really feel like I got a good deal. The best thing would be when the driver's side is replaced, that the passenger side gets replaced too. But the passenger side wheel bearing and hub I did have replaced about 2 or 3, maybe 3 years ago, the longest. And it was, I believe the landlord's handyman did that for me. I didn't have the money at the time to buy a kit or be able to buy the parts for both sides and have both sides replaced. Sometimes, that's just how it is. You have to fix things as you can, as you go along. Now, so this will be coming in. It's supposed to come in a week. And I'm just hoping and praying. I'm praying more than I'm hoping. Now, why is he banging all those carts? Well, we can solve that problem. I'll put that one down. Getting from my house here to Kroger, which is like 8-9 minutes, was a rough drive. I am just really praying, God, keep that wheel together till this part comes. I have to, come here and get a few groceries, and I have to get the dog's food. I just know I cannot go to Garland or Plano till this is fixed. And I have a doctor's appointment with the neurologist, and I'm hoping that it's after the date that this part comes in and I can get the part put on. There's no way I can drive that far. I did a little video on my way here of the noise, the sound, and it's already gone up. I saw it went up. And it's a loud noise, and I know it's the wheel bearing because back when I was going to get my car inspected, I took it, if you remember, I took it to the garage that's next to the laundromat, and I paid whatever it was for a complete diagnostic. They went through the car. That is something that people really brag about, that place. They are very thorough. They will check out, everything. And then they give you a printout, and they even send you little videos of what they're checking. So they're not taking advantage of people. They want to check out people's cars and let you know what's wrong, hoping that you'll trust them to fix it. Now, they have a good reputation as far as that, but they're very expensive. It was going to be, I think, close to $2,000 to fix everything, but wheel bearing was on that diagnostic thing. They heard a noise, and they pulled the wheel, and they checked. Of course, it wasn't as bad then. I couldn't fix it then, even with someplace else cheaper, or the backyard mechanic friend, because I was working on fixing other things so that the car would pass inspection. And I was blessed by someone that sent me some PayPal. And this person is not part of the Yarny community, but it's someone that I've followed for a few years. And the person has bought crochet from me, and the person don't crochet. But that PayPal money that person sent back then helped me to fix other things so that the car could pass inspection. Thankfully, I go to the same place for inspection that I've been going to since I've been here. And I don't know if this is good to say or bad to say, but they're not very thorough as far as what I'm used to back home, where they used to, I don't know if they still do, but they used to take your car for a little drive through their parking lot to test your brakes. They were very thorough. And in fact, I know some places down here that are like that. The place that's next to the laundromat that I go to, where I took the car for that diagnostic testing, they do inspections, and they use that whole parking lot to drive people's cars and slam on the brakes and just tap the brakes. I mean, they're good as far as that, I'm sure. But the place that I go to isn't. And so, but there was other things I had to fix that I knew would affect the inspection. And thankfully, that PayPal blessing back then in March helped me to fix those things, even though I knew that wheel bearing had to be addressed. Like I say, we all know it. Things only stretch so far. But God has been so good to keep his hand on me. And hey, if I left Kroger today and the wheel fell off, I'm still going to say God is good, because our circumstances do not change who God is. No, they don't. And so I'm thankful that I was able, I know to someone else, what I paid for this hub and wheel bearing kit, I think the total was $72. Again, I'm getting the free shipping because I'm on the Amazon Prime month trial. Someone else would say, I would have had that fixed months ago. It's only $72, but I have to put a certain amount here for that, a certain amount here for this, and it takes a little while to save up for things, you know. I've cut out all my garage selling, all my thrift storing, all my Facebook Marketplace, although a couple weeks ago I did try to get a deal on yarn. I think it was $6 for a big or a good sized lot of yarn, and it had 3 or 4 of those Mandela cakes, which go for I think more than $6 if you just buy one. And there was 3 or 4 in that lot, and plus there was cotton, which can add up, and the lady only wanted $6 for the whole thing. I did try to get that, but someone had got it before me, which is fine, you know. So little by little, thank God, I was able to, I mean, it just feels so good that I know that that part's coming. I really wish that Amazon, the AutoZone, one of our local AutoZones would have had it. Even if Garland would have had it, I could have asked friends that live in Plano if they could go to Garland or if in Plano and get it for me. But nothing around here. There was an AutoZone in Dallas that had it. And we all know I don't go to Dallas, and I would not ask anyone to go to Dallas for me unless I'm going to the airport. I would ask for a ride. Whew. Anyway, the part is coming. Hallelujah. And it's coming in a week. And so I need to get a hold. I need to start lining up things, like get back in touch with the handyman / backyard mechanic, see if he's still willing to put it on when it comes and how much he'll charge. I mean, he always says, don't worry about it, but you're not going to take advantage of someone, you know. If I had to take it to a garage, they're not going to say don't worry about it. They're going to want to get paid. So I'm going to be paying someone for their time, and I have no problem with giving him some money. I just got to save it up. And of course, he loves fresh eggs, and so I'll give him some fresh eggs too. I don't think him doing both, I mean, that would push it. If he'll just fix this one, this driver's side is bad. If he'll do that, I'll be so thankful. And so I need to track him down, and let's see, I can try to reach out to my friend that's the mobile mechanic that used to come do things and try to get an idea of maybe what he would charge, but it's just all baby steps. But I gotta, line up the baby steps. But I am heading into Kroger for free groceries, but I did want to show you, last night we didn't have service at church because we had the morning service, and then they had food and fellowship all day to celebrate the dads. I didn't stay for that. This is a noisy parking lot, isn't it? I don't know what that noise is. There's no big truck around. Yeah, I didn't stay for that. I'm still just not feeling my best, and so I wanted to get home. But while I was home and after I sat down for a while, I did work on my squares for my bucket hat. I have all of the last row on, which I chose olive green, and I weaved in a bunch of ends on some of them. So I brought one square to show you how it looks with the olive green. See that? I just have that last tail, but everything else is all woven in. So this second row of the variegated has been very interesting because some squares a purple showed through, on some a terracotta, which matches the center, showed through, some an off-white with a flecks, which is very similar to my third row, showed through, and then on this one a light blue, and you got a little bit of that cream with flecks showed through. And oh, I thought this lady was walking up to my car with her empty cart. I forgot that the cart corral is next to me, but behind me too, see? And she was walking to that. So I think that's pretty neat. I'm really liking how it's working out. Like I said, I wanted to use colors that when you think of making the squares, you wouldn't think to use these colors, but once you got them together, they're all flowing, and to me they are. So my last row is that olive green. I have all of them, including the crown part, all trimmed with the last row, which is olive green, and today I will join them together, and then we'll see you know, what kind of brim I do. I don't want nothing floppy. I don't want anything really big, you know, that will come out big. So I'll just keep thinking about it. I'm making it as I go, like I say, not following any pattern, because it's just 5 granny squares and my crown with 5 sides, which Alice, my friend Alice from Canada, she let me know in a comment that 5 sides is a pentagon. So thank you, Alice. And that is trimmed, and I think it's gonna be pretty neat. Still can't figure out that noise. It sounds like a huge vacuum. It's not a what do you call that thing that landscapers use when they're done cutting and they go around, you know, blowing to clean the cuttings? It's not that, because none of that's going on here in the parking lot. This just sounds like a loud vacuum. Oh, you got it. I was looking for my wallet again, and you have it right behind you. So I'm gonna go in here, Kroger. Just need a few things, and yeah. Now it stopped. When I get out and walk in, I'm gonna look around and see if I can't figure out where it's coming from. Maybe it will start up again when I go in, and then I'll know for sure what it is. Okay, I'll talk to you later.